Hey Solo, so you're doing the Wine and Dine runs this weekend. Congratulations to you. Is this too much energy for 2 a.m? Look, I did a great interview with a Solo who is a runner, and she was like, oh, well, I first found your podcast because I was looking for something to listen to while I was like in the pen waiting to start the run. And I was like, oh, really? Because I'm usually up at 2 a.m. And so why don't I just record a little peppy thing for all of you people awake at 2 a.m. to go and run. Now, wait, I've already done a run-on sentence. First, hi everyone, it's Samantha. Olaf may not know who Samantha is, but now you do, and welcome to Disney Solo Magic, the #1 podcast for solo travel to Disney World, now in its second year, and now recording on Thursdays, or posting on Thursdays, and this is a special bonus episode where I'm just going to yap, I'm just going to blab for, 30 minutes, maybe 40 minutes to help all of you who are getting ready to do the 5K, 10K, or half marathon weekend for the Run Disney Wine and Dine, and hopefully this will help you with your energy. Am I going to keep this energy up the whole time? Probably. Now look, I do actually have this much energy at 2 or 3 a.m, especially these days. That's my natural body rhythm. And so right now, because I'm just working on a series of contracts and I don't have to do like a 9 to 5, like these days I'm up till 3 or 4 in the morning. It is not 3 or 4 in the morning right now. I wanted to record it at 3 and 4 in the morning, but I just came back from the gym. It is like 10 o'clock. I just came back from the gym and I was like, oh, I have some endorphins. Let's use those endorphins to record this episode. Now, I know when I say I went to the gym, that makes me sound very sporty. And let me tell you something. I am not. When I say I'm sporty, what I think of is in Spice World when all of the girls dress up as one another and Jerry dresses up as Sporty Spice. And so she's in the Adidas outfit, in the red Adidas outfits, and she goes, I'm so sporty. That's what I feel like when I say I'm sporty. So I'm definitely not sporty, but I did come back from the gym. I was thinking of you and I thought, why wait? Let's do the episode right away. Okay, but a few housekeeping things first. Number one, I did an episode, like I mentioned, with Jenna at the end of April about her experiences doing Run Disney events. You can still go back through the back catalog. I think it was the end of April 29th, April 30th, something like that. And you can go and listen to that. Because we opened a Patreon, the royal we, opened a Patreon in April, I started recording all of the conversations I had with people doing solo stories and posted that on Patreon and for all the paid members. And that was the very first one. But because this is a special Run Disney episode inspired by Jenna, I am making that video free for anybody to watch over the next week. So if you are at Disney and you are thinking after your run event and you want to watch somebody else talking about it, then you can go ahead. That video has been available all week actually, and I announced it earlier, so hopefully you got a chance to see it. The other thing is there is going to be a regular episode out later today on the regular 441 scheduling. So this is just an episode for the Run Disney people. Okay, great. Number one, congratulations. Also, I think I'm going to swear in this one because that is what the endorphins are doing right now. Number one, congratulations. Congratulations. It is so amazing that you are there doing the Run Disney event. And if you're there solo, that is amazing. And you know what? Even if you're there with a whole group of people, it is still a solo event. You are still, running is still your body. You could have a group costume. You could be hanging with your friends. You could be training with your friends. But it's still you and your body. And so congratulations for being there and, doing this solo adventure. A solo trip to Disney for a Run Disney event. I've told this story before. I know I do that disclaimer a lot, but it's because I have people in my life that repeat stories all the time. And I just want you to know that I know that I have told you this story before, unlike other people in my life. The Run Disney events were the first time that I considered going to Disney solo because I was like, oh, okay, I could go to Disney and tell people back at home, for example, I could tell people oh, I'm going I'm going for a run. I'm going to do a 5K or a 10K or a half marathon. Well, to be honest, I never thought I would do a half marathon, but I was like, and so I can just be like, yeah, that's the place I'm doing it. And if I happen to see Mickey Mouse while I'm there, like, oops. And I thought it would be a cool thing to do solo too, because I would be like, it's an organized event. So it's not like I'd be making all these decisions for myself, which, as you know, in this podcast, I love. And I also make amazing decisions for myself, but it can be overwhelming sometimes. So I was like, great, someone will have a whole schedule there for me. I was like, I can dress up, which is something I like to do. I get to meet people, and people won't think it's weird that I'm there by myself, because I'm like, oh, I'm here for the run. And I just thought it would be a really great thing to do to get me to Disney solo. Under the pretense of running. Now, here's the thing. I don't run. My body is not a running body. My body is a cupcake eating body. It's a hiking body. It's a dress wearing body. It's a sitting and typing body. It's a walking around Disney body. It is not a running body. Like, after 43 years, I know my body, and running is not something that we do well. So even though I really love a lot of the things about the Disney run events, and I am great at 2 or 3 in the morning when I haven't gone to bed yet, and it's just me working or doing art the same way it's been since I was 10. Waking up for that time to go run seems not like something that I would want to do. And so I am in awe of all of you who are listening right now who are getting ready to do just that. Whether you're doing the 5K, the 10K, or the half marathon, whether this is your first one, whether this is your millionth one, whether you do runs all the time and this is like literally a walk in the park, get it? Because of the parks. Okay. Or whether this is something that you have been training for maybe like a couple years, and you're like, oh, I can do a 5K now, finally, around my neighborhood. I don't know what it's going to be like while I'm there, like at the parks with all this stuff. Look, don't worry. It is amazing. It is amazing that you're there. It's amazing that you're doing it. And it is amazing that you are going to be able to see Disney in a way that very few people see it. Like, yes, right now you're going to be surrounded by hundreds, thousands, I don't know, of people who are going to be doing this course. But like, I've never seen the course like that. I've never seen the course at that time. And you're running through the parks. Like, how amazing is that? And for those of you who are doing it for the very first time, like, congratulations for getting there. I mean, maybe I should also just say congratulations for like getting through the website, because I hear that whole process is pretty difficult, but we're going to put that part aside. But congratulations for being there, and congratulations for doing it, and congratulations for thinking about it and waking up and getting on the bus and standing in the parking lot and wondering to yourself, like, what the fuck am I doing? Why am I doing this? You're doing it because it's awesome. It's going to be a once in a lifetime opportunity. Even if you do it next year, it's still right now, what you're doing is a once in a lifetime opportunity. This is the first and last time you are going to be in this body the way it is right now. And it is amazing that you are ready to do this run. And look, if you do it with the fastest time you ever had, if you do it with the slowest time you've ever had, if you have to get like picked up by the bus at the end because you are a little bit too slow for the course, which to be honest sounds amazing, then it's still amazing. You still did it. And if you look around, you're going to see that there are people who, sure, they might be doing it faster than you, they might be doing it slower than you, they might be differently abled than you, but you're doing it by yourself because it's your body, and you're going to do awesome, and you're doing it for you. And that is so, so cool. And comparison is the thief of joy for sure. But sometimes you are like comparing so much that you don't look around, around you to actually see that there isn't as much competition as you think. So get out of your head, get into your body, and get ready to run. And what's so awesome about the Run Disney events is that not only are you going to see the Disney parks in a different way, Disney parks and resort in a different way than you ever would otherwise, you also get to see a whole bunch of unique, fun characters. And you are going to be cheered on by a whole bunch of spectators, cast members, Disney characters. Like, how much fun is that? I'm jealous about that. I just want to go and do it without the running part. So please, dispatches from the field, let me know how it is. And Jenna, I was joking with Jenna that I sometimes have seen the Run Disney merchandise on discount, way after the events at the Disney Character Warehouse. And I'm like, I've never bought anything because I want to honor the fact I've never done any of the Run Disney events. And Jenna was like, oh, but I've listened to you while doing the Run Disney events. So technically you've been on the course. So I did get a nice shirt. And so if you've listened to this while you're doing the course, the Wine Dine run this year, please let me know to give me permission to get discounted merchandise from the Character Warehouse when I go in December, if there's anything left. All right, so there are 3 big events, which is very, very exciting. And I have looked through the courses, and I'm just so envious of all of you about this particular, the different courses that you get to go on. Because it is the Wine and Dine, it is very Epcot focused, and that is just really cool because I think that that loop around World Showcase is really just top tier fitness goals. I think it's a great walk. It's the perfect walk, and it's kind of the perfect run. So that's very exciting that you get to do that on this particular run. Now, I'm going to tell you some information that you probably have heard already, but I just feel like I'm doing my due diligence because this is a Run Disney inspired bonus episode. And also, I do feel like you're probably just listening to this in the background. So let me get some of the Run Disney rules, the rule etiquette in your brain a little bit more. So just a reminder to pay attention to all of the pre-race instructions, the stuff that they have sent you and the instructions that they are giving you when you are actually getting ready to start your run. You need to ensure that your race bib is on and it's on the front of your outfit. And make sure that you are smiling because there are photographers all along the course. And look, you can do a 5K, 10K, a half marathon anywhere, but at Disney, it is going to be so special. So make sure that you focus on the magic that is doing the 5K, 10K, or half marathon there. So yes, smile, pause, do the waving, all of that stuff so you get really, really great pictures. They have given you a start group. That start group is really important so that the faster runners are going to start first so that they can do all their big sporty things. Holla to the sporty folks that are there. And then the people that are more leisurely, more new, more, I don't know, awesome. I don't know. I can't think of an adjective. They are in a later start group. And so just make sure you enter the right start group because that helps keep everything rolling along. Now, like I said, it is awesome that you're doing it solo because it's your body. But if you are there with somebody else and you and them are in different groups, they can come back to your group, but you can't move up a group. So whichever is the later group, that is the one that you both are going to be in. If you are there with a whole bunch of people, make sure you aren't walking or running more than 2 people beside each other so that people who are faster and they want to go around can go around you. If you were stopping at a water station, move all the way over to the table, grab your water, and then move on so that others can get water too. And again, it's about just keeping that flow. One of the things that they really want is to ensure that flow keeps going, and they also want to keep people safe. Now, if you are normally used to doing runs like this, you probably know these things. If you aren't used to doing them, then just a reminder that all the cast members are used to doing them. And so it's even more important for you to follow the rules that they have realized work the best for these particular courses. If you are going faster than other people, that's really awesome. You can come up behind them and be like, hey, excuse me, coming through. And if you hear somebody saying that to you, please just move out of the way. But remember, just like the reason why you go to Disney, being part of a Run Disney event is a part of a community. So if you see somebody in a great costume, if you see somebody maybe who's struggling, if you see someone who's like motoring along, then just give them words of encouragement. Be like, yay, you go, you do this. Like encourage that really awesome spirit of joy and magic to all of the other runners, and you will find that it will come back to you. Jenna had said when I interviewed her that actually doing the runs solo is really great because there are places that your family and friends, if they've come with you on this trip, they can go and watch you and cheer you on and things like that. But generally, it is a very independent event. So for example, when you are about to come to the finish line and you see like your friends and family on the sidelines and they're cheering you on, you might be like, oh, come on, come on, like let's cross the finish line together. Like, no. They didn't earn it. You earned it. No, and obviously it's against the rules. So again, just like, even if you don't see them, even if you came with people and you don't see them and you're anxious about that, enjoy this time to yourself. I just think it is so, so amazing. Okay, so let's go over the 3 different routes. The 5K is Mulan and Mushu. Those are the theme characters. To be honest, I'm kind of surprised. I really think of them more as like 10K energy. I'm actually like, it's funny because I often am surprised by the the assignment of the different characters to the different runs. I just don't think they make a lot of sense. I don't completely get it, but hey, look, we're going to get down to business to defeat the Huns. I actually had a meeting the other day with a potential new client, and after we did introductions, the director of the organization was like, all right, well, let's get down to business. And I was like, to defeat the Huns. Like, I can't. The soundtrack in Mulan is just A+. Amazing. It's amazing. So Mushu and Mulan are our 5K, what are they called? Mascots, which is really cool. I don't think they get really enough play. It's true. They definitely don't in like the big canon of characters, but I think that's changing because a lot more people have grown up with them. And speaking of Spice Girls, like it came out right at the like height of the Spice Girls, and it really encapsulated a certain like form of girl power. I really enjoyed it. Okay, so 5K, yes. Oh my gosh. Hey, Epcot. So it's amazing. You're going to start in the Epcot parking lot. Not very exciting, but then you're going to go in like beside Mission Space and you're going to do a full loop around World Showcase. Again, top tier fitness. And I don't know if you remember, I had told you like in one of the episodes, like look at the waterway that's in between China and like quote unquote Africa, because that is where all of those white egrets sleep. And there's going to be a lot going on. I know all of that, but if you get a chance to just quickly take a look at that waterway to see if those birds are all there or they're like, oh God, it's another one of these running events. But you're going to get to do that whole big circle around World Showcase. And I'm so jealous. I just think that is so awesome and so cool. It just seems like such a great place to do that run because the area is so big. There's so much to look at. There's so many places that people can cheer you on. And again, it like really gives you a chance to see something that you might be really familiar with in a completely different way. And for those of you who participate in the debates about whether or not you start in Canada or Mexico, you're going to be starting in Mexico. So you're going to be coming in right beside Mission Space. You're going to be going through Mexico. Then you're going to pass Norway and China and then quote unquote Africa and then Germany and Italy, America, Japan, Morocco, France, England, Canada. And then you are going to be able to go through the like, not living with the land area, but like It's not called, it's like World Celebration Land. I don't know. But you're going to be able to like go past all that like older land area. That's what I call it. You won't get a chance to see the Moana walkthrough now. You can come back later in the day and do it, but you're going to go around Spaceship Earth before you get back out to the parking lot to the finish line. And again, what a 5K. That is amazing. This is so awesome. I am so excited. Please let me know if you, when you've done this, like which is your favorite pavilion to run by during the 5K. I just think that is so awesome. All right, your Wine and Dine 10K. Your mascot is Olaf. Olaf doesn't know who I am, but you do. Olaf, again, doesn't seem like a 10K guy. He does seem like a 5K guy, though. But hey, let's do it. And I love the logo that's like just all this like fruits and vegetables in the shape of 10K, because like I don't really understand the link between Olaf and fruits and vegetables, but hey, you do you, bibbidi bobbidi boo. You are also going to get a chance to go around World Showcase, but you're going to be doing it a little bit differently than the people that are doing the 5K. So you're also going to start in the parking lot. You are going to go in through Mission Space. You are going to go around World Showcase, but you're going to leave right after you do France, and you are going to do a big circle around all of the different resorts in that area. So you're going to pass Boardwalk, you're going to pass Yacht Club, and you're going to pass Beach Club. You're going to do that whole big loop around the water, which, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, one of the things I like to do on the elliptical or the treadmill is to watch videos of other people running. And so then it's like I'm running there too. I've talked about this on the podcast. Like I did that a lot during COVID, and I did a lot of Disney ones, and it really helped get through those first few months. And just last week, I did a loop around, well, somebody else did the loop around. I was just watching their loop around those 3 hotels. And I was like, this is, again, a really great walk. And I always think of this area. I always think of the sun in this area, the sun reflecting on the water and the sun reflecting on the hotels. I don't know if the sun's going to be up when you're doing this, but maybe you'll get a chance to see some nice sunrises. But I love that for you. I love that you're going to get a chance to go around these 3 hotels because they are so beautiful and they're so serene. And again, it is a great location to be able to do a run. Like the space is big enough that you're not feeling super cramped, which is really, really awesome. You are going to be, after you do those 3 hotels, you're going to head back into Epcot, and you were going to get in through England, but you're actually going to come in slightly different than how you came out. So you're actually going to see like a special route that goes behind the Skyliner. So enjoy that little backstage route. That sounds very fun. You're also going to go through the like old land part, but you're actually going to go around the back of it. Again, this is a place that you wouldn't normally go and see if you were just a regular guest. You get to go backstage essentially and do that run. And again, super jealous, so enjoy that. You are going to be able to pass the Moana walkthrough at that point. You're going to do a circle around the new hub, and you're going to go underneath Spaceship Earth before you get to the finish line, which is in the parking lot. And again, that's really awesome. That's so awesome. What an amazing course. Not only do you get to do World Showcase, top tier, you get to do around the hotels, which again, double top tier, and then you're going to see all these backstage areas. I love that for you. And for those of you who were only doing the 5K, just remember, you can do that walk around the hotels as well. And this time you can stop at the boardwalk and get yourself a cannoli and enjoy it even more, and go to the Wild Hearts Can't Be Broken pool bar at the boardwalk and have yourself a drink. And that's awesome too. So there's ways that you can do that 10K in a much different style. You don't get to do the backstage stuff, but that's pretty cool. All right. And for all of you hardcore folks, let's talk about the half marathon. The half marathon, which is the mascots are Lady and the Tramp. So that's cool. I mean, neither of those are really running dogs, but hey, who am I to judge? I mean, I am the person recording this, so I guess I am this person to judge. But whatever, I love Lady and the Tramp, and again, they don't get as much attention as perhaps they should, so I love to see it. All right, so for those of you who are doing this half marathon, you don't only get to see Epcot. You also get to see Hollywood Studios, which is very cool. Very, very cool. So you are going to come in through the parking lot. You're not going to come in through Mission Space, actually. You're going to come in through a totally different route that is behind Mexico, the Mexico Pavilion. So if you're doing the half marathon, you actually won't run past Mexico. So I'm very sorry about that, but you won't. So you're going to pop up right in front of Norway. You're going to do the run around World Showcase until you get to France. And then you're going to exit. Like if you're going to the Skyliner, you're going to run past the boardwalk, which is great. I love that walk. But rather than do the other side where the beach club and the yacht club are, you are going to do the route, the walking route. So anybody can actually do this route to Hollywood Studios. I actually really love that walk, that virtual walk that I said that I did the other day. They also did the route to Hollywood Studios, and so that was kind of fun because I always really enjoy that walk. So you're going to do that as a run, and then you're going to be in Hollywood Studios. What? That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. You are going to come into Hollywood Studios just like if you were doing it normally, like you don't get any backstage access right away. You are going to go but by Echo Lake. You're going to pass Commissary Lane. You're going to run through Star Wars Galaxy Edge. How cool is that? You're going to run through Toy Story Land. Amazing. You're going to pass Pixar Place as well as the Grauman's Chinese Theater. Amazing. You're going to run through Sunset Boulevard. How awesome is that? You're going to pass Tower of Terror. What? Yes, because again, now you're going to be in backstage land. You're also going to be able to pass, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, where they do Fantasmic, and then you're going to be out in the street. What? Did you just close down the streets? Yes, folks, you did. So if you were doing a half marathon, they have closed the streets for you. That is how awesome and VIP you are. You're not just seeing backstage things, you are seeing whole highways closed down for you. Amazing. You also get the elite privilege of running through and doing a little bit of a U-turn around the parking lot by Blizzard Beach. So there you go. Don't say that it's not all glamour all the time. You're going to do 5 miles on the highways, on the streets that they've closed down before you get back into Epcot, which is really cool. You are going to pop in kind of behind Figment. You're going to go through the gateway to World Showcase. Then you're going to go through the hub around Mission Space before you exit at the parking lot. And that's amazing. What an amazing route that you've done. I mean, all 3 of those routes are really, really amazing. And it really gives you a chance to, again, like see some backstage stuff that you don't normally see. You get to get a chance to view parts of these special parks and these special hotels in ways that you haven't before. You're going to be surrounded by community and people cheering you on. You're going to be doing something that is once in a lifetime, because even if you do it next year, or even if you've done it years before, this is the only time you're doing it right now. And that is something that's really awesome. And if you're feeling anxious or nervous about doing the run by yourself, being at Disney by yourself, any of that, just know, just take a look around you. Just take a look around. People are super excited and people might be there with big groups and all that stuff, but everyone is there to support you. Even if it doesn't feel like it, just trust that energy, And again, the more you put out there, the more you're going to get back. And know that I am cheering for you. Know that by the time you were done, I'm going to be rolling over because I, again, don't have to keep normal hours. I'll have been sleeping for a while, and I will be like one of the solos just did a run today. And that is pretty amazing. So I hope you have a really, really, really amazing time. Please send me pictures. If you've done it, please let me know what that's like. You can send me your time too. I'll be impressed no matter what the time is. So Send me anytime you want, but I really just want to see you like having a good time. And also, like, look, if you've listened to this and you're like, wow, that's a lot, maybe bring it down a notch first. Thanks for listening. But also, if you're like, maybe I could do that run, maybe I could do that walk. Hey, this is such a great thing to start planning for and start training for. And it's a really good long-term goal, especially because you do need to sign up so far in advance. And the thing is, like, these are routes you can go and check out to see how comfortable you're doing. So if you were interested in doing the 5K for the very first time, go to Epcot. You're welcome. Go to Epcot, go to Mission Space, do the route, and see like how comfortable you are doing that as just a walk. And then like think about, okay, well maybe what would that look like if I sped it up a little bit, and then do some of that training. If you are normally doing 5Ks, then again, try with the 10K. Do that walk, start at Mission Space, go around most of World Showcase, leave World Showcase, do that loop around the hotels, come back into Epcot, and then do the rest of World Showcase, go around Mission Space, and again, just like see how that feels. Like, that's a walk I've done, almost every time I've gone. And so if I was like, okay, let's see if I can do that and think about this as a training thing, it would trick me into thinking I could do it. I know my body. I shouldn't do it. But like, I love the idea of it. And I also know that I can do it without it being a big Run Disney event. And that's pretty cool too, because again, it's available to you. You can't do the whole half marathon if you just want to do it on your own, but you could do a lot of that route. You could do the World Showcase, you could go through the hotels, you could go up to Hollywood Studios, you could come back from Hollywood Studios, do the rest of the hotels, and then do the rest of Epcot. I don't know how long that would be. I don't know, I would guess maybe 15K? I don't know, I feel like that's an okay estimate. And so you can see how comfortable you are with that. So look, this is a short-term win. I'm really rooting for you, and know that it can be a long-term goal if you wanted to come back and do a different one next year. And I think it's awesome. So way to go, solos. Just a reminder that there will be an episode later today, and it is actually a trip around the Walt Disney World property to see Christmas trees. So you don't need to run that, but it is something to keep you moving if you want that. All right, talk later. Bye.